When thinking of the top tourist attractions in the Philippines, among the destinations that come to mind are El Nido, Siargao, Bohol, Cebu, and Boracay. This video will be focusing on Boracay, where the Philippine government recently broke ground for a new passenger terminal building at the airport considered the main gateway for visitors bound for the island in the central Philippines, Caticlan's Godfredo Ramos International Airport. Recently, the groundbreaking ceremony for Caticlan Airport's future passenger terminal took place on July 14. Leading the project is Caticlan Airport's current operator, Transair Development Holdings Corporation, which is a division of the San Miguel Corporation. Megawide Construction Corporation secured the contract to design and build a new terminal building in 2024. With a projected cost of around 2.5 billion Philippine pesos and a schedule for completion in 2027, the new terminal building will feature 2 floors covering a total area of over 36,000 square meters. With 6 boarding bridges and 36 individual check-in counters, the terminal building is designed to accommodate 7 million passengers per year. The new terminal building's capacity will more than double the current capacity of the airport, which last year in 2024 handled over 3 million passengers, making it the 4th busiest airport in the Philippines. According to the Philippine Department of Transportation, the future terminal building will feature enhanced check-in counters, security screening areas, baggage handling systems, and improved boarding gates to minimize queue and waiting times. Based on images from the Transport Department, the new terminal will also have immigration and customs facilities to accommodate international arrivals and departures. Caticlan is located around 300 kilometers south of Manila and around 285 kilometers west of Cebu, on the northwestern tip of the Philippine island of Panay in the central Philippines. Following a 30-minute to an hour-long flight from either Cebu or Manila, travelers bound for Boracay by air can arrive and depart at either of 2 airports, Caticlan and Calibo International Airport. Of the 2, Caticlan is a short 15-minute ride to the port to board ferries and speedboats bound for the resort island just offshore. The new passenger terminal building will be the latest addition to the Caticlan Airport, which, while small, has undergone a series of upgrades over the years. Up until the mid-1990s, private planes was the only option if you wanted to fly to Caticlan. That all changed when regularly scheduled commercial flights were started by newcomer airlines like Asian Spirit between Manila and Caticlan. Since then, the tourism industry in Boracay has grown and the passenger terminal building was renovated in 2011, though its capabilities were still limited to serving small turboprop aircraft. To accommodate the larger jets such as the Airbus A320s, the runway was extended and more apron space was added in 2016. Caticlan previously had a short runway of around 950 meters. Following the runway extension project, the length of the runway was nearly doubled to around 1,800 meters. Equipment to enable night operations was later installed. The future terminal building is expected to consolidate arrivals and departures, a much-needed improvement to the current experiences for travelers using Caticlan Airport. At present, flights are operated by several carriers, including the big 3 Philippine carriers, Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, and AirAsia Philippines, to 5 points in the Philippines, including Manila, Clark, Cebu, Davao, and El Nido. While serving mostly domestic flights, there is one international route to Taipei's Taiwan International Airport operated by Royal Air Philippines. Though arriving and departing Caticlan Airport can be an experience of itself. Caticlan Airport uses both the old and new terminal buildings at the opposite sides of the runway to serve passengers. Aircraft arriving at Caticlan will park at the new and bigger apron located in the eastern end, where the new terminal building accommodates arriving passengers, baggage claim, and ground transport to the boats bound for Boracay. Departing passengers check in and wait at the pre-departure area in the old terminal. Buses then take the passengers to the aircraft at the apron on the opposite end for boarding. That is expected to change when the new terminal building is opened, though Caticlan is just one of the airport upgrades and/or construction projects the Philippine government plans to launch in the future. It is part of the country's government initiative to welcome more visitors in the country and to attract more global investors. During the groundbreaking ceremony of the new terminal building at Caticlan Airport, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. stated similar projects will be launched in other regional airports such as Iloilo, Bohol, and Siargao. Through the planned airport projects, it would enable more flights to be launched directly to other secondary and tertiary cities in the Philippines outside of Manila. While it will be an improvement to the passenger experience, Caticlan does not have any more room to expand. The runway already reaches the shore each way, and any further expansion of the runway will require land reclamation. The 1,800-meter runway can accommodate the A320s, but any larger, wide-body aircraft such as the A330s require a longer runway and a bigger apron space. With the limitations of Caticlan Airport identified, Panay has two other airports serving international flights, Iloilo and Calibo. It can be expected those two airports will also undergo much-needed upgrades to accommodate more flights and bigger aircraft, including better separation between facilities to handle domestic and international flight operations. Back in Caticlan, the new terminal building will help in the airport's role to be the main and most convenient gateway for tourists bound for Boracay, expanding its facilities within its current footprint. That's all for now. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates from the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thank you for watching and have a great day.